Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and we are back with more of a Legionary's life, and we are just coming off my most recent run with our character Nitro. There he is. We got a score of 828. He didn't beat the game, but he was definitely my best run yet, so I'm ready to jump back in with a brand new character, so let's get things started. And if you're new to the series, just tuned in for the first time, I've got a link to the playlist so you can go back and watch all those previous runs. Basically me learning the game for the first time and then getting a little bit better as we go along here. And of course the Steam link is down below too, so if you enjoy what you see and you want to play yourself, it's just one click away. But let's go with the mentally focused character, and then we'll build physical as we go. It's easier to train physical than it is mental necessarily, so let's roll again. Alright, so we're looking down here at the bottom three. We could go with something like this. Charisma, I kind of like charisma too, though. Let's see if we can get all three of the bottom numbers in the 60s, maybe. That would be a good balance. Let me try rolling a few times, see if I can achieve that. Okay, well, here we go. Charisma, this is about as close as I could get with awareness at a 58, but man, oh man, our quickness is real low, isn't it? Well, let's still go with this. I like these high mental characters. That's what our last character was, and we did pretty good with them. All right, Nitro, we're going to have to retire him, so let's go for another one. Okay, and we're going with another one of my Patreons named Andi. Not a very Roman name, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, does it? Let's confirm that, and let's see what Andi can do here in the Roman legions. So we've got 544 points. That is the most I've ever had. All right, I do like to go to the gear first. Let's go ahead and buy... Oops. No, I don't care about that. Let's buy that. The most expensive sword. Helmet, we're going to do most expensive helmet. And, 1,000, obviously we can't afford that, so we'll just go with the third most expensive, the penultimate, the back and breastplate. Good, done. Okay, now we want to go back to our points. Yeah, I like to spend it on armor first, and then just whatever I have left, maybe we should focus on getting this quickness up. Of course, the cost will increase as we go, but my points are most efficiently spent here in this. All right, there we go. We got up to 40. Now it starts to cost. Let's put 1 in strength, 2 in strength, a couple in endurance maybe. Yeah, that's good. And awareness, I wouldn't mind if that was at a 60. Yeah, okay. Let's do a couple more in endurance. Beautiful. And we've got a couple points left, so let's not let those go to waste. We'll drop them into his coin purse. Very good. All right, that is looking excellent. Ready to go. Okay, so I am going to skip through most of the early dialogues. In fact, probably for the whole episode, we won't be reading too much, but if you are interested in the historical context of what's going on, again, check that playlist, because my early episodes, I do read through like all of this text, but I've done it now a couple times, so just to save my voice, we're going to skip ahead, and this is our first training, part 1. We got to train him up a little bit, and then we'll be off to the battlefield. So, yeah, awareness is penalized a little bit because of the helmet we're wearing. And let's do it. Let's get our training started. Javelin, solo practice. Back out of that, we'll go to the workouts. Oh, wow. That wasn't very effective. Let's do a little bit of volunteer work. This will help our reputation. Random encounter. Patrol comes under attack by a distant group of slingers. Defense, check. So the slingers melt away. Not a true fight, but we did pass our defense check there. So that's always encouraging. Let's do an extra guard patrol. And not too much of that, though, because it can lower our morale. Back to the training fields. I'm going to really focus on... Okay, wait. Your guard duty when you hear a strange noise. Oh, okay. Investigate. Intelligence check. It was just an owl. I've seen that one before. I knew that if we passed it, it wouldn't be a big deal. All right, let's focus. Sword skill. Sword skill. Take advantage of the fact that we can do this repeatedly and actually get the bonus. As you become more skilled, it becomes harder to develop your skills just by practice alone. We are pushing them a little bit, so let's not kill his morale too much. We'll hang around, play some dice, play a board game. We got a little pay, but only 103 total. We've got good gear. I mean, for starter gear, we're decent. So we will focus here. You know, I'm actually tempted to offer sacrifice. Yeah, that boosts the morale by 4. I don't know for sure, but I think a higher morale will help us in battle. I could be wrong about that, but either way, it's good to have a high starting morale, I think, when we get ready. All right, back to workouts. Quickness, good. Coordination, strength, excellent. And javelin. Oh, thread. Winter is especially harsh without proper equipment, so it's going to ask me to buy some stuff for 25 denarii. I'm definitely going to say yes. I've never actually said no to that, so I'm not sure what the negative consequences of not doing it would be, but obviously getting cold. All right, let's work out. Excellent. Good, good, good. A little time left here. Not much, though. Let's do another javelin. All right, so now it is time to move on, and move into the next battle phase. All right, and here we go. So we've got an option to throw our javelin just randomly into the enemy ranks or pick off a specific target. We'll do the first one just because we've only had one training session, and we even failed that. So opinion decrease, morale decrease. It's not a great way to start the fight, but we'll just have to deal with it. All right, so we're looking at a militiaman. He's got a shield, a spear with some good reach, better than Andi's, and a helmet. So we'll keep that in mind. And again, if you're unfamiliar with what we're looking at, the UI, it's pretty basic. It's easy to understand, especially if you just hover over for a moment. You get a full drop down, a readout here with the tooltip. Just you can pause it and read through all this if you want, but we're going to be focused on the blue circle, and the red is our health, but blue is our stance. So we want this full for ourselves, and we want to empty it out for the opponent. And when they have a bad stance, that's when we want to attack them. But first things first, we do have a free throw. So let's try the javelin, and we missed. Okay. All right. Feint is an attempt to knock the person out of position. So he just tried to feint me and failed. My stance is still solid. So let's go full aggressive. I'm going to move my attitude to attack. That gives us a bonus. And we're going to attempt just a normal feint. And it worked. So now his stance is pretty crappy. Oh, but he recovered. So he had the opportunity to recover, and he was successful. Let's just try that again, but we'll go for deft. He resisted. He failed. Let's try an attack. Torso. Not good. Okay, so we missed. Our stance is a little bit low. He also missed, so his is about almost 50%. I'm going to take another shot at his groin. We missed. All right, now we need to recover. Yeah, he just recovered, so we hopefully will. Good. Okay, our stance isn't perfect, but I'm still going to try a feint here. He's resisting like crazy. Deft. Let's go, buddy. Okay, he missed, so now he's out of his stance. Let's go for another torso. Good, finally. First blood. Let's push the attack, torso. Okay, he failed to recover again. Give me an arm shot. Easy arm, and we missed. All right, we'll go into defensive, and we'll recover. Our stance is looking good. So it's his now. We'll try a feint, normal. Beautiful. Okay, and back at it. We probably only got to round 21, so my intention would be to kill this guy, because then we'll get some bonus points and morale for it. Yeah, let's go for a quick attack. Missed, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, raised my neck. Let's recover. Okay, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to push the attack on the groin. Good, yes, shifting. Okay, let's try for a headshot. Ooh, his armor protected him. That was a missed opportunity. I shouldn't have done that. We might not get to kill him now. It's going to come down to this one shot. Not enough. Oh, we got one more. Come on, baby. Oh, wow. 3 hits in a row. Sealed the deal. Okay, the formation wavers, and we turned it into a rout. Let's go. Okay, we're still here in part 1, and we're not at a battle yet, but we're presented with a choice. Centurion promised a generous portion of his reward should he manage to be the first person over the walls. Do your best to stay alive, or do your best to help the Centurion. We've had some really good luck previously, most directly their last run especially, by not volunteering, not sticking our neck out. In fact, the run ended by me doing the opposite of that, so I should just keep with my own advice and not volunteer. So we're going to stay alive. And looks like it still didn't work out too great for us. We lost some health. Alright, so let's move into the next battle here. So gate up, letting in the bulk of your legions. Okay, we can continue on. And here we are. Okay, just a couple of clicks later, we found ourselves faced off against another militia. This time, we've already thrown our javelin, so that's gone. Oh, this guy's starting off real aggressive. Let's do a feint. Let's keep to the fundamentals. Let's not go crazy. There we go. So he's out of stance. Now's our chance. Look at that. Our healths are almost identical. And we can push the attack. Yeah, growing. Let's go. Maybe we can get 2 in this. We're only at round 3. He's still out of stance. Headshot. He's got no helmet on. Okay, so he recovered. Let's throw him back out of his stance if possible. Good. And torso. Ooh. It's going to be a quick one. Oh, he failed that knock. That was a fatal miss, buddy. Oh, no. 2 of our comrades have joined. I say, oh no. Well, one thing we established in the last run is that we still get partial credit for, like, partial kills like that. Assists, I should call them. Alright, so how do we feel about this? This choice will either bring us virtue for number 2, gives us a higher virtue, or a higher morale. Let's go with... Boy, I don't know. Let's try a high virtue. We did a low virtue run last time, so it could be kind of fun to do a high virtue this time. I'm still not going to volunteer for stuff, though, I promise. Oh, look, here we go. What did I just say? So, definitely not volunteering. We're going to back off from that. Okay, and despite, our efforts, our lack of efforts, I should say, not volunteering, we still win the battle. Morale has increased, and we receive some money. We should get a bonus. Yeah, there we go, to our skills. Nice. Each battle, like the end of it, if we survive, we do get better overall. All right, so let's take a look. Came out of that, we're fully healed. Here's our new stats. Pretty good, that charisma, man. I should be keep this in mind, how high this charisma is, because there's definitely a few checks that could come in handy. All right, so hopefully I can identify them when they come up. But right back into it. Okay, let's look at buy sell. 195. I think we'll just wait. Yeah, let's just hold our money. Okay, let's do some leisure. Get that morale up. Ooh, awareness failed. However, you're in for rude awakening. Oh, we got robbed. Oh no, 37 denarii. That's not that bad. The morale loss is kind of worse than that. All right, let's go back and work out. Okay. Oh, another thread. Tonight you dream about vaguely familiar place. Oh, I don't know if I've seen this before. Rising a large city in the close to your left, a path leads down. Where exactly? You can't say. Take the path. The path trails along the slope of a hill. At the bottom, you find yourself walking on a beach. Strange to see it looks a few thousand paces away from the grove. That is what you think as you move towards the water. Suddenly, you rise up in the air. You fly over the waves to the open sea, further and further from the coast. You lose track of time as you're carried by the waves. You have neither control over your direction nor any idea where you're going. It's quite a dream. Finally, you see an archipelago below and another enormous island next to it. Hundreds of ships are attacking each other. Countless death cries reach you much closer than they should be, while the huge vessels sink beneath the waves. Ooh, intelligence check. This is a battle of the Agates, the naval clash that put an end to almost 25 years of war. The first war against Carthage. The sea was their domain, and yet they were defeated. A little bit more than 30 years later, Rome is facing tremendous odds once more. Somehow the vision strengthens your resolve. Nice, okay. We got a little morale boost from our dream. Loved it. Loved it. Gave us a little historical context, too, which is always fun. All right, let's do a little volunteer work. Doesn't always pay off. That one did. Back to the training fields. Watching our time or over stress bar isn't too bad. See if we can spar. That's good. Okay, back to the workouts. Okay, did we just get paid again, I think? Whoops, continue. Yeah, we're back up to 198 after being robbed. We'll volunteer again. Thread. Okay, Carpenter before the... I've seen this one. He's always complaining. I don't remember that. I think we just let him be. The war virtue is increased by 2, yeah. The war claimed many victims. Not all of them were physically killed, so he's got a little PTSD. By the fact that we took pity and didn't turn him in, we got a higher virtue out of it, so that's good. Yeah, another thing we want to do is avoid having fun too much, because this can lower our virtue. I think we do it once or twice. It's not so bad. Yeah, that was quite a morale boost, but if I did it again and again, virtue would start to drop. All right, we got a little time. Workout. Okay, let's do a little bit of leisure. We don't want our morale to be too low when we go into the battle, but back to the javelin. There it is. All right, time to move on to the next battle. All right, we are now on part 2. We're approaching the battle, but there is a group of cavalry, and they're pressing us. Should we respond by throwing a javelin or keep marching? This isn't a threat. This is part of the main battle. I think I remember this previously. Let's try the javelin. Dang it. Okay. Just want to see what the negative consequences of that were. It might not show itself till we get into the fight, so let's try another. This is preparation for the actual battle. Wow, finally we got a javelin. We're really going to have to practice with that javelin, I think. Okay, so we're closing in. We got Andy's got a friend over here. Good. This guy's no joke here. He's fully armored. Even got leggings on. Yep, okay, let's feint him out. Actually, I'm going to stay in middle attitude. It's not that big of a difference. Failed. Oh, wow. Armor just saved us. Oh, this guy, nice. So he missed the groin. He's out of his stance. Let's attack his arm. It's not much damage, but most of his body is just already covered up. Let's go for the leg. Despite his greaves, we still got the leg. I think their greaves only go up to like the kneecap. So I assume we must have got like a thigh shot on him or whatever, but alright, let's see. Let's try a feint deft. Resisted it. Failed to recover. Alright, everybody's failing. Alright, let's try an attack. He's pretty out of step there. Let's go for a groin. Nah. Come on. Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna go fall back into defensive and recover. For whatever reason, he likes to target us, not our buddy. Alright, let's feint in aggressive, quick. Failed. Okay, good. Nice. Finally, our friend takes a hit. He's out of his stance. Let's attack. Let's go for that groin again. Oh, man. This guy's got a very popular groin. Okay, knock. Failed. We need to go into defensive and recover. Yeah, we should be mindful of our health, because there's probably more fights after this. Alright. I'm going to attack the arm. We want to kill this guy. That would be amazing, especially if we got the kill strike. Alright, so he missed. He's really out of balance. This guy is super aggressive. It's going to be his downfall. Okay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Our friend just killed him. Groin shot. Did the trick. Recover. Man, oh man. Well, we get another chance here, but it's unlikely we'll kill this next guy in like the 4 rounds we have left. Wow. Mother just got me in the torso. Alright, let's attack this guy's arm. I'm just going to go defensive. There's no way we're going to kill him. So let's just recover. We'll move on to the next battle here. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure there's going to be another one. Alright, we'll stay recovery. Beautiful. Oh, maybe I was wrong. The rounds aren't set in stone, so we're still in this fight. Let's attack him. I think we need a respite, actually. Oh, okay, now it's over. Okay, so after the battle, we get the option. Enemy camp is a bit of a disappointment. It looks like Carthaginians able to take most of their valuables. Split up, search the tents, stay with the larger group. I think we might get an option to increase our virtue if we go in the tents. Start searching. After a while, your companion finds fairly crafted, clearly intends to have it over the Legion, and that's exactly what he's supposed to do. Now, I think if our charisma is high enough that we could convince him to keep it, but again, we're going for the higher virtue. I don't know if we'll get that. No, it was just like normal choice, so there was no bonus for it. All right, let's see what's next. Oh boy, well, it looks like training camp is next. Yeah, we only got the single combat there, but that's okay. Training this early is good. It goes by pretty quick. It definitely felt like with my last character, after I progressed pretty far, that we would get like more threads each training session. There was a lot more. All right, let's do some leisure and workout. God, we're not getting any benefit from this. Shield, okay. I guess we'll just volunteer. Random encounter. Hail of bullets. We've already seen this one. And we lost a little health this time. Okay. We failed and then we succeeded. Okay. Yeah, no fight that time. Alright, train javelin. I'm just going to do javelin non-stop. Huh. I wonder what a character like that would be. Alright, let's see. Centurion. Where I'm spending idle time. Okay. Try your best. Try and indulge him and let him win. Let's try our best. Intellect failed? Man, you gotta have a real high intellect to beat that guy. Because, I mean, ours is pretty good. 64. Yeah, it must be... need to be in like the 70s or something. Alright, shield, sword, thread, bell into skirmish ready for killing enemy leader. Well-crafted sturdy helmet found among the spoils remain unclaimed. It was the site of precious headgear. We'll go to the winner of the foot race. Join. Step up. Alright, yeah, we get the choices here, but it still depends on our physical, so we'll probably fail. Let's start by keeping a steady pace, and we failed. We don't have a good quickness. I probably should have... Let's sprint. Failed again. Currently among the last. And save your breath. What's the point, right? And we even failed that check. Well, we lost opinion and morale. That's unfortunate. And of course, we didn't get the cool helmet. Well, hopefully, maybe our next character will do more of a physical focused character instead of mental. It is good to mix it up. That's one great thing about this game. It presents so many choices and different checks and stuff like that that you'll never see like every option in the first dozen playthroughs, really, just depending on how well you do. But all right, hang around, play some dice, do a little volunteering, get that reputation back up. Nope. Time to move on. All right, let's see where this takes us. Okay, well, it takes us right to an opportunity to volunteer or stay behind. You know what our strategy is, so we will stay behind. And good. Continue. We'll just breeze through this together. All right, there we go. Are we ready? Javelin. Ooh, okay, so our awareness gives us a third chance. Take out the officer, and we failed. Well, at least there was no negative for it. Like, we didn't lose reputation or morale or anything. All right, we'll try javelin at this guy. Missed him. God, I have to do nothing but javelin practice in our next session, if we live that long. All right, so this idiot just missed me, and he's out of stance, so let's kill him. Torso. All right, he's back in stance, but I'm going to take a shot at his groin. Nice. He's bleeding. He's bleeding. We'll try a feint. Nope. Ooh, missed my torso. Let me show you how it's done there, sir. Nope, never mind. Oh, I'm going to recover. Failed to recover. He succeeded. Cover. Good. And let's get back into the fight with a quick feint. Failed. Give me an attack to the torso. Nice. Maybe a groin shot could kill him. Ooh. Or we could humiliate ourselves. Maybe? Oh, dang it. I'll recover. Okay, not bad. He's still out of stance. Not perfect, so let's torso it up. God dang it. This guy's wily. Elusive. Come on, Andy. Oops. Okay, so our armor absorbed that. Attack. Let's go for the headshot. He's wearing that stupid helmet. It's alright, we still almost got him. Arm. Ooh. I love killing him with the fatal arm blow. No, okay, torso. It had to be torso. Right through the heart. Alright, let's go defensive, recover. We should get another opponent, but we don't have a lot of rounds left. So I think we're just going to defensive feint. Oh, God. I was going to say preserve our health, but that didn't really last. Another feint. And what am I doing? Let's go for quickly. Alright, let's just get an attack out there. It's probably the last round. Let's see, is that it? Oh my god. These guys got me on my back over here. My position's terrible. Alright, and we're right back into the next fight. Inexperienced Scutarius. Let's close in with him. Let's go. Ooh, that was a mistake there, buddy. We'll go full aggressive torso. Let's kill this guy quickly. What do you say? Groin. Come on, Big Andy. Need you to get those groins. Alright, he recovered. And yeah, let's attack him again. Torso. Half health. You son of a gun. How dare you touch Andy's groin. Alright, let's feint. Let's knock him out of stance. Beaut. Okay, attack. Torso. Go. Kill it. Oof, that's not great health. There could be more fights after this too. Well, we've survived worse wounds. Ugh. So close to death. I'm getting greedy here. Let's go for groin. Oh, come on, man. Alright, we gotta recover. Don't want to risk it. And we failed. He succeeded. There we go. Better. Okay, he missed my head. Now's our chance. Kill. Yes. A few more rounds here. I don't think we'll get another kill, but we certainly get the opportunity. Oh ho. Yeah, now it's shifting right now. Let's take a shot at him. Good. Oh, you. That's why you don't take those wild shots at the end right there. Andy almost got his groin chopped off. Let's just feint. Oh my god, how many more of these rounds are there? Attack, torso. Oh, come on. Whew, I just have visions of him getting killed like in the first chapter here. Second chapter, I guess, technically. Let's see what remains is scattered. All right. Well, I think we might have another fight ahead of us. With only 11 health, guys, that could be pretty fatal. But like I said, we've survived battles, I think, with as low as like 1 HP before. It's oftentimes just down to luck, but hey, there's some skill involved there too. But I think we'll end things right here, but don't worry, we're going to save it and we'll pick up at this point in the next episode. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to catch that one. You'll get notified. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button for me. Drop me some comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. And as always, I will see you on the next one.